Hey comic book fans, I'm the Comic Book Pusher and you're watching a very special episode of the Shredded Edition. This episode is all about two guests that we had on the show that did their own Shredded Editions, and we're going to show you them actually creating 3 each of their own Shredded Editions, one that they're going to be going home with, and 2 other ones that will be up for sale right after the show. So be right back and you'll get to see them doing this. Hey comic book fans! With the Comic Book Pusher, another episode of the Shredded Edition. We have some very special guests tonight. We have Comic Jabroni is in the house.
Yo, what's up, Dwayne? Thanks for having me. What's up, guys? Edwin D, Comic Jabroni coming at you.
Woo! And who's that sneaking into the camera? We got, look, it's Perry lurking all over the Comics Club tonight.
How you doing, guys? Yeah, I'm lurking. I'm lurking.
You are lurking live.
You with Jabroni? How crazy is this?
2/3 of the comic triple threat, guys.
Rod, get yourself into my store. Come on down. Let's find a Daredevil just for you to put through the machine.
And don't worry, I got one for you to shred today. I'm gonna shred one for Rod tonight.
All right. Well, I think who's up to bat first? We got Perry.
He's a special guest. He's a guest.
No, your books are already up.
Oh, you know, we got
man.
you set up, so you got to go
man.
first. So this is the first one we're going to do tonight, and it's going to be Lobo, number 1 of 4.
Yes.
This is from way back in 1990. This 30-year-old comic book. Look at that.
Yes.
30-year-old comic book, and that shredded machine is going to turn it into a shredded edition. This is a one of a kind. There will never be another shredded edition of Lobo number 1 like this. Now, Perry, keep your fingers away from the slot as you put it in there. All you got to do is put it right on top and let it fall in. Let it fall inside.
Don't put your fingers in there,
Oh,
Perry.
I'm so sorry.
No, don't be sorry. This is for a quiet cause.
I know.
A one-of-a-kind collectible for comic book fans to enjoy. There it goes.
There goes all of our subscribers. There goes all of our subscribers.
Oh, man.
He's not a virgin anymore. All you gotta do is put your hand on top of there. The other hand. No, so you're gonna pull the case out of the front. No, there you go. You put the hand on top. Now pull that case out. There you go. There you go. Now what you got to do is bring it over here, and you're gonna dump it right into that case. We're supposed to put the case inside. I always forget to do that. If you do it from the other corner, it's easier.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I can see it's rounded.
Okay. But don't miss a shred. Don't let any fall away.
Oh, look at that. He's
no.
messing
Come on,
up
you can do
already,
it.
guys. He's
You can
messing
do
up
it.
already.
Oh, no.
Shred, pull it on there, because if it falls on here, we're gonna put it on in anyway.
That's a
You get it?
that's a lot of pieces.
That's beautiful. Here we go. Here.
Oh, crumbs at the
I'm
end.
an expert at this. Here we go.
Let the pro do it.
There we go. We got it there now. So on the show, I would have put the box in first, but I always forget to do that. So we got all the little pieces up. This is where all the editing comes in.
Well, let's go get another Lobo. We'll do it again.
It's a one-shot deal.
Oh.
If you mess it up, there it is. Hey,
Oh,
this is a
there it
great
looks.
one. You know, we love it when they fill up the
Yes.
box real nice.
Lobo always fills up the box.
So there it is. It's Lobo number 1. Leave it to Perry, you know.
Lobo
Okay.
number 1.
So there it is. That is it. Lobo number 1. Now, I normally would have the seals and everything together, but because this was impromptu, these guys showed up, you know, off the cuff. This is very impromptu. And so this one's going to Perry. It's going to be his. He's going to have a certificate on there. It's going to be the Perry Comics edition. But Perry's going to do 2 more for us that we're going to make available to you guys on eBay after the show. So we'll set this one over here, up here. And we'll go with the next one. What do we got up? Well, what did Perry choose for the next one? We got, well, it's another Lobo, number 11. Look at that.
One of my favorite. This is a homage cover to that Green Lantern.
Yes.
Of all the rings, the Tom Brady edition. Yeah.
And this time, let's remember to put the case in there, because
Oh,
it'll
that
make it easier for us, because I forget that every time. Bueller always laughs at me. I forget that. It's like I forgot to put the thing in the box. So there we go.
You have another copy. I'm going to purchase it.
Okay.
I'm not a big fan of this Lobo, but this interior splash page is pretty damn
that is
cool.
beautiful. Well, never to be seen again in this edition, unless you got really good hands and tape, and I don't think
And a
that's
lot of
happening.
time.
I don't think that's
Shred it. Shred it.
Shred it. It's going to become a shredded edition. Now, this one's going to be available on eBay after the show. It's going to be the Perry Comic Edition. Whoa, listen to that thing. Chew it up. Oh, you can just hear it. Crunching in there. You hear that crunching going on?
Oh.
All right, Perry. So put your hand on the one side and the other one pull it out. All right. There we go. Now, most of it should have been captured. We'll take the cup out of there, the case.
Oh,
we
sure.
call it the coffin. These are the coffins.
Coffin box.
For these, a little bit smaller edition.
Well,
that one
that's
was.
because it is actually the new Lobo that's a little bit less manly.
Oh,
so.
I see. That's
He's a
why
little
there's
skinnier
there's a little
than
bit
the old
thinner,
school.
He's a little
thinner
bit
issue
thinner,
there.
yeah. He's on a diet.
Okay.
Oh, it really is a
We'll get the
whole
other
lot less.
pieces in there. So I like to pick out ones that are thicker. But this is a good one. Perry, you got all the pieces? Don't let any escape.
We got some crumbs in there.
Let's not let any of it escape. Let's get it all in there.
Because you know Lobo, one drop and he'll come right back.
Yeah, you know, that's right. He's been to hell and back, hasn't he?
And heaven. And he's been kicked out of both.
That's right. Well, who would want him anyway, really? You think about it.
Tell some of the shreds down here.
He's got a daughter now in the comic books, right?
He does.
What's her
And
name?
Crush.
Crush,
The
that's
Teen
right.
Titans,
Crush.
which almost had a very good
You know,
run.
we should try to find a Crush sometime and do one. So there's he has him and his daughter both in the shredded editions.
Teen Titans 20, I believe.
Right?
Titans.
So that was Lobo number 11. Now this one, people, you're going to be able to find on eBay after the show at auction, and 10% of the proceeds go to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital.
You heard that, guys?
Yep.
And
It's a
don't
charity.
don't forget to go to these guys' channel. If you've never been to Comic Jabroni, you've never been to Perry Comics, him and the Lurkers are all over the internet, all over YouTube. I'm putting up links to theirs right up here, so check them out.
It's usually up in this lift.
There we go, somewhere up there. Okay, well, Perry has one more to do for us. What'd you pick out here, Perry?
Ooh, actually, I was live streaming while I was going through this massive collection of comics, and the community said, let's get this Bloodshot. What is this? Issue number 9. He's got guns blazing coming out, so we're going to get rid of this guy.
All right, well, not permanently. He's just going to be in a different edition, like a variant edition of
Yeah,
it.
a variant.
Shredded
This
edition.
is a variant.
A very special.
What the heck is a shredded edition?
You know, you should do
I should do a video on
that.
what the heck is a
What the heck
shredded.
is a
Hey,
shredded edition?
you're going to want to get this before the movie comes out. I'm just saying. People are going to want this shredded edition. Here we go. Oh,
Yeah,
hold on. We got to
Hey, you know, I need someone around to remind me to do that during the show, before the show, because I always seem to forget this. Thank you so much. Boatwright Comics is in the house. Hey, step in the picture. Let everybody know you're here. Say hello to the fans.
What is
Hey,
up,
comic
everybody? How's it
Hey,
going?
The other young dude. What's his name?
Little boat.
Little Boat. There we go. We got Big Boat and Little Boat here in the house. So good to have you guys.
Well, we'll see you later. We'll see you on the other side. And here we go.
Oh, and there it goes.
You can just feel the teeth pull the book down.
You can feel those nanites in his veins being crushed. I'll pull this one out for you. All right, here you go. Here you go, Perry. All right, dump her in there. You're getting better and better at this, Perry.
I might be a pro by the end
You know, we're
of
gonna have to have you on as a regular. You know,
this. There you go. Oh,
You want a job, Perry?
Make it-
You got a job at the comic book store, man.
I'll give you 10% of the proceeds of the sales of the ones you do.
Oh, I might need to move down here.
10%. That's awesome.
You overestimate how much we make off of these. All right, you got it all out there. We don't want to miss a drop.
Because I don't want any of those pieces in my box.
yeah.
Okay?
Okay, so Bloodshot number 9, and there we have it. This will be another Perry Comics special edition of the Shredded Edition.
Yep.
Up on auction right after the show on eBay.
There's only one of these, guys.
Just
only
one.
one.
Only one.
In the world.
There's never going to be another one. 'cause
Never.
We never do 2.
Never.
That's it. So there they are. There's Perry's over here.
Beautiful.
We got them up here. And next up to bat,
Here we go.
we have Jabroni.
Oh, yeah.
We have Jabroni.
Those muscles are real.
Real cool.
Okay, so I think, what do we got here? Which is the first one we're going to do?
Turtles.
All right, here you go. Show them. Tell them why.
All right, guys. I'm Edwin the Comic Jabroni. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. And the first book that I'm going to shred is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Urban Legends number 13. I love this cover. You got Raphael on there dressed as the Shredder. So this is the first appearance of Raphael as the Shredder. Guys, this is an amazing, amazing cover. And the read is awesome.
And you know, this is the one that's going to be not only the first appearance of the Shredder, but it's the first one going in the Shredder.
Yeah, the shredder's getting shredded.
Going in the Shredder, guys. Oh, I'm just looking through it.
For the last time, because that's the last time you're going to see this
And
copy in that
goes.
condition.
Here it goes.
It's now going to be Jim Mint fun, people. Jim Mint fun. Ooh, I can hear those turtles.
You hear it?
I can
You
hear those.
it? You hear it?
There's
Amazing.
turtles screaming in there. Oh my goodness.
Stand back. Take
Get
this
out of the
out.
way. Set this over here. All right,
That
you know-
old comic smell.
You know, gotta love that. You can't
no.
smell digital, kids.
No, you cannot
can't
smell
smell
digital.
digital. Look at that, like a pro.
That's a thick book.
It's
Like
a
I've done this
pro.
before,
Like you've
huh?
done this before, man.
The muscles help.
You know, I
Like
think
I've
that's
done
it.
it
It's got more
before.
control. Just turn it all the way over. There you go. There you go. Look at one trying to escape. We won't
Don't
let that
escape.
happen.
Don't
There we
escape.
go.
You're not going anywhere. But in this box.
There you go. He's got it down.
Look at them.
I've
That's a
watched a
beautiful
couple
thing.
of
Pressure
these.
though.
I want all all of that too. You see all this little dust? I want
You
the
know?
dust and everything in it.
All right, so this one is going to be going home with Jabroni.
Boom. This
That
one's
special
going up
edition.
on the wall.
And the only one that'll ever be done.
That's it. So the next time you see one of the Comic Jabroni videos, you're gonna have to look in the background because you're gonna see this box in there. Well, whenever it's finished and you sends it to me.
Yeah, it's got to get a certificate with my authenticity.
Signature.
All right, my signature, the seals, and a photograph of those in there. All right.
Yeah. Cool. But these next two, these guys, these are gonna go out on eBay for sale. Remember, 10% of the proceeds goes towards charity, guys.
That's right, St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. So
Jabroni's
the
good at
next
this.
one up the bat is
Oh, the next one up to bat, if you guys have watched the Comic Jabroni channel, which I know many of you have, I love Conan books. I love the stories, and I love Arnold Schwarzenegger. So I had to do Conan the Barbarian, issue number 79. What's special about this one? It's also a Whitman variant,
Oh,
guys.
that's
It's
What
right.
the
a
heck's
Whit-
a Whitman?
What the heck is a Whitman?
is a
If you don't know what a Whitman variant is, definitely go check out my video explaining what the heck a Whitman variant is, guys. I'm not gonna give you all the information in today's show. You're gonna have to check my channel out.
for comic book knowledge.
There we go.
Got it.
Conan the Barbarian. Hey, Varangian Vigilante, this is for you, brother. You hear it? You hear it? Oh, it's happening. Oh, it's happening. You can't save it now.
All you can do it now is buy it.
I think it's done. Is it? Oh, it's done. Oh, it's done. Here we go. We're gonna reach on in here. Well, it's not as colorful.
But
though.
you
It's
know,
an
it's one of the older ones.
It's
you know,
an
What
older
does it
one.
smell like?
That's
though?
why.
No, let me.
Yeah,
You know?
get good
The
whiff of it.
vintage
Oh,
1970s.
comic book. No, you really do get the old comic book smell in there.
you do, really.
Yeah, you really do.
Some of that old
Have
comic.
it just what vintage 70s?
That's the old comic book smell right
I got
there.
a
like
clip in
that.
my nose.
All right, not a drop will be missed. Every shred will go into this. We won't miss a single shred. Dump it out. There we go. All right, you know how to do it. You become a pro at this already, man.
I've watched a few videos.
All right,
I
there
know
you
a
go.
thing or two
There you go.
because I've seen a thing or two.
Practice before a game.
And this one will be available on eBay after the show.
Look at that, man. This is it's all nice and full there.
is, nice.
Right.
It is a nice. Look at that. That is
nice- that's a
beautiful.
full-
that's a nice full
And that was Conan, right?
That was Conan.
All right.
Issue 79.
Conan 79. That's going to be the Jabroni special going up on eBay right after the show. That's right. And
Oh,
next,
and this one?
Next up,
Now, guys, this one is special because you guys know I absolutely love my fellow CTT member, Rod the Rican. And Rod loves himself some Daredevil.
That he does.
So I had to find a Daredevil book for him.
Which one did you get?
This one is going to be Daredevil issue 271.
Ooh.
Daredevil front and center on there, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that.
Ooh, a full page
Oh,
spread.
nice. And then, in honor of the Daredevil, we're going to do this one like this.
Oh yeah, we can't
There you go.
see. You're gonna miss the hole.
none of us should look. We should all try to do it with our senses.
I can smell it.
I can smell it though. All my my four senses are heightened now.
I can hear
I have
the
my eyes
shred working.
closed. I can hear it so nicely. It's just oh, it's over.
Ooh.
It's done. It smells good as Conan.
That may be the thinnest one we've ever done.
Well, it is Daredevil.
No, there's
No,
a
that's
ton.
true.
There's a ton in here.
Okay, good.
Oh wow.
We'll rest
Oh,
everlasting.
that's a girthy one.
Oh, yeah,
That's
look
what
at
she
that.
said.
Look at it. It filled out real fast. I'm loving it.
Oh good lord. That's the biggest one I've seen.
Yeah. Oh, that's a
You might have to
full
push
one,
it down,
guys.
Yeah. Wow.
That's a great one. Don't want to miss a drop here.
No, you don't want to miss any of these. Look at these clippings. We're gonna put them in there. Uh-huh.
All right.
Ooh.
And that one
Collector's
was,
items, guys.
another
The comic-
Jabroni special.
The comic Jabroni is not coming to Tampa again for a very long time. So I'm here and I wanted to shred a book because it's going towards charity, guys.
Yep.
So make sure you go on eBay when they go on sale and pick one of these boxes up, because he's gonna put the logo, the Comic Jabroni logo, this logo right there. He's putting it up on these boxes, so you'll have a little piece of the Comic Jabroni at your house all the time. You dig?
Well, I can't wait for you to come back. So when you do, I'm going to say, welcome back, welcome back,
Welcome back. Yeah.
Jabroni, it was so good to have you on the show. Thank you so much for coming
Thank
and
you.
shredding some comic books
Thank
with
you.
us.
Yeah.
Perry, what can I say? Thank you for lurking my store, my friend.
Of course.
And I can't wait to have these ready for you. I'm gonna get the seals on there. I'm gonna get the certificates on there. We'll get the pictures on there, and these are gonna be beautiful.
I can't wait.
Your guys are gonna love them.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Fun times.
So people, don't forget, watch these guys' shows, Comic Jabroni, Perry, and the Lurkers, and read. It brings out the hero in you. We'll see you next time.
Boom.
Hey, comic fans. So there they were, Comic Jabroni and Perry and the Lurkers of Perry Comics were doing their own shredded editions. And when they did theirs, we did not have the picture or the seals or the certificate of authenticity signed. But now we have them together, and now I can put it all together for you so that it can go up on eBay after the show, and you can start bidding on these very, very special, one-of-a-kind shredded editions. And we have the seals that we'll put right on there. And these are our very first ever special guest editions that we've ever done. And we hope to do a lot more in the future. And this one is the one that's going to Perry himself. Next up is Lobo number 11 that Perry, you saw Perry put together. And this one will be up at auction right after the show on eBay. And don't forget, 10% of the proceeds go to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital, a very good cause, help fight cancer and other childhood diseases by donating to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. You know, it's such great fun having Perry and Comic Jabroni here doing this with me, and I'm really hoping that they'll be able to come back and do more in the future. I'm hoping some of the other YouTubers, comic book YouTubers out there, will watch this, will bid on these, help a charity, and have a one-of-a-kind collectible that is not only one from the comic book pusher, but also from Perry Comics and Comic Jabroni. And the next one that Perry did was Bloodshot number 9. I'll tell you what, I think they made great choices. They went out into my back issues on my floor. Oh, what do we got? Something between 40 and 50,000 comic books on the floor. I told them, pick 3, whatever you want. One's going to go to you, and the other 2 are going to go up for sale at auction on eBay. And I think they made some great choices. And this is Bloodshot number 9. Perry Comics and the Lurkers. And when you own one of these, you own the only one that will ever be done of this comic book. And then we had Jabroni's. Now this is the one that Jabroni picked for himself. It's Turtles number 13, where we have one of the turtles who has become the Shredder, and he went into the Shredder just like Jabroni had intended. Like I say, I think these made great choices. I think the guys really have their finger on what comic collectors nowadays are going to want. You can see Jabroni's logo right on there. We get those seals on. And this is the one that will go to him, and there will never be another one of this comic made as a shredded edition. I hope you can check out our other episodes of the shredded edition, and I'm going to be showing you some from previous episodes that are still available. All of the ones from the very first episode that were done are now gone. They're all bought. The next one that Jabroni did was Conan the Barbarian number 79. That's an awesome comic book. When you own one of these, you are the only one who owns it. And these, as I said, will be up for auction right after the show. As soon as this ends, the auctions on eBay will be scheduled to start, and you can go right on. The auctions will run for 10 days each. So you have 10 days to bid on these special, one-of-a-kind, shredded edition Jabroni comic books, and the one-of-a-kind Perry and the Lurkers shredded edition comic books. That is a beautiful collectible. This is a very special one because this one they did, Jabroni picked it out. Rod, one of these days is going to come on my show and shred a comic book with me. And these are all going up on eBay right after the show. And we hope you'll all bid on it. 10% of the proceeds to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital, and that is a wonderful cause. And I'll tell you what, we're going to have another episode coming up soon where I do even more shredded editions. Our next episode will have more for you. These are the ones that are still available on eBay from episode 2. Those 3: The Walking Dead, X-Force number 2, and The Darkness number 1, all still available at auction on eBay. From episode 3, shredded edition, War of the Realms number 1, Infinity Crusade number 1, Ultimates number 1, The Pit first ripping issue number 1, X-Men 2099, also from episode 3. From episode 4, we have Bloodshot number 1, beautiful shiny pieces in there, Earth X number 1, Spawn number 2, The Mighty Thor number 1, Batman the Breaking of the Bat issue number 497, and I did one that is near and dear to my heart, and many people were asking, will you keep that for yourself? Will you sell it? I've done a lot of soul searching about it, and I decided that Man of Steel number 1 from the 1986 miniseries is the comic book that basically got me back into comic books as an adult, and I can never do another one of these. But you know what? My fans are important to me, and several of my fans said, please, Dwayne, please put that up for auction. I really want it. So guys, there it is. I'm letting it go. It's near and dear to me, but I'm putting it out there for you guys. So I hope you keep in mind as you're bidding on this that this, not only does it mean a lot to me, this one, but it's also for children's charity. And so I'm hoping that you'll, it's against our policy to bid on it myself, or I'd be out there bidding on it myself. So I'm hoping it goes to a home that can appreciate what this is, a one-of-a-kind item that will never be done again by me. And it has a lot of personal meaning for me. So I hope you'll keep that and take that in consideration when you're bidding on it at auction on eBay, along with all these other great shredded edition comic books. You know, I love comic books. I've been doing this most of my life, and I finally found a way to share something unique and interesting with collectors, something that is a one-of-a-kind that nobody has ever done before, that can also help charity. And I have found new friends in the community, including Jabroni and Perry. And if I thought in my career in 31 years in retailing comic books that comic books could mean more to me than they ever did before, it is now, because I've made all these new friends. And if comic books were important to me before, they're more important than ever. And you know, these things are a unique, one-of-a-kind item. It helps charity. One of the things that I think comic book collectors like myself, because I'm that too, I'm not just a comic book pusher, I'm also a comic book collector and reader. And these things mean a great deal to me. And I when I came up with something that could be a one-of-a-kind, because I know that's what we love. We love something that's unique and one of a kind. That's a comic book. And these are still comic book, guys. It's just been transformed into something that's unique and different and can help charity. And I can tell you, in all the time I've been doing this, in the last several months, been involved in doing the shredded edition, and all the help I've had from my wonderful wife, Dolly, I have never had so much fun doing it as I did when Jabroni came to town and Perry and Jabroni showed up here at the store and did this with me. I'll tell you what, it made me feel, it made me feel loved. That's the truth of it. It made me feel like I was in a new family of people who care about each other. So, all of these are up and ready for you guys. The bidding begins right after the show. And don't forget, read. It brings out the hero in you. We'll see you next time.